G'day, how's it going, locomotive enthusiasts around the world, and welcome to GFYS Gaming Australia with the godfather of the rails, the Aussie Rainbow, and welcome to Midweek World of Trains. This is Train Sim World 2 live here, coming to you from our HQ in Sydney, Australia, for an uploaded video for this week's episode, as we are experiencing GeForce Shadow Play issues with live streaming. This week we haven't been able to give you our regular live streaming programming of Tuesday nights, Choo Choo Tuesdays, and the midweek World of Trains episode on the Wednesday evening like we normally do here from our HQ in Sydney, Australia. So I do apologise, but this week's episode will be an uploaded video, as there has been an update to the to the GeForce Shadow Play, but it hasn't fixed up the issue that I'm experiencing with doing live streaming. When I go to live stream on YouTube, it cuts the live stream out automatically straight away. So I've tried everything by restoring the game, the GeForce experience a couple times. The drivers, deleted all the stuff and re-downloaded it, rebooted the computer. Done everything. I've tried everything to try to fix it. Nothing wants to work. So I don't know what's going on. So we're going to give you an uploaded video today of gameplay. So we're going to be here for a couple hours with you on the rails for today. Probably about an hour and a half. So if you're new to our YouTube channel, welcome aboard. If you're a returning customer, welcome back to the station. Punch your ticket and click that subscribe button and support our community-based non-profit YouTube channel. Reaches 1,000 subscriber mark by February 2021, when we celebrate 3 years on YouTube. If you get stuck on anything on Train Sim World 2, like I had a comment from somebody earlier today saying that he is stuck on the Bakerloo line. That's what our dedicated Train Sim World 2 playlist is for, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new or old to the game, then check out our introductions for all of the trains and train lines and everything. It will help you get back on the rails. And we do scenarios, timetable modes, announcements, replay live streams of all our shows, and much, much more. So this week's episode, ladies and gentlemen, is a uploaded video for Midweek World of Trains, and we're doing this on a special day today. Actually, it is Thursday, the 8th of October, 2020. And we're doing this here in the morning here in the Sydney, Australia time zone for you guys. As I did explain, there's issues with GeForce, with Nivea, with having massive issues with it. So unfortunately, we've had to do this. So let's get into the rails today, ladies and gentlemen, and start our run. We're going to the Menzpezabahn, and we're going to kick it off with a scenario. And this is the double stock delivery. We hope you enjoy. You're on Midweek World of Trains, Train Sim World 2, with the godfather of the rails. Okay, folks, I'm just waiting for a green signal. There must be a train just up in front. Which there is. So we want that train to get way further down the track because it's just going to play havoc with us. So we're going to be here for a couple of minutes. And then we should be good to go. Okay, we have the green signal now. We're just going to wait till 5:30, 14:5:30, and then we'll get going. We're just going to wait, get this other train flowing down the track a little bit longer, so that we can continue to roll along. So we're going to be getting down the track, and we're gunning, and all of a sudden we have to brake and we fail. That's not our intention. And because I know this particular scenario of doing it on the original Train Sim World, yeah, comes pretty natural to me. But I'll give you guys the same scenario as part of the Preserved Collection. That's just how we do things here at GFY's Gaming Australia. We might have done these scenarios and whatnot in the past on our YouTube channel with our old Train Sim World 2020 playlist. But we do it here as part of the Preserved Collection, as I explained, and to give you guys some great gameplay like we always do here for Train Sim World 2.
Sifa.
Because we're experiencing the G-force issues at this current time, I could probably say to you guys, and probably safely say to you guys, if we have the same issues we are still going on this Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen, we will be doing an uploaded episode of Saturday Night on the Rails for this week, and we will be on episode 24, I do believe, this week coming. So we're going to be doing an uploaded one this week, and I swear if the issues are still going on, then I'm gonna be peed off, because you know, like, we got the update now. There was an update for the drivers, and I'm not sure like what's going on. Like, I even cleared the chatter on my computer, and I like I normally do every day anyway, but it's yeah, still hasn't even fixed it. So this is a mixture, ladies and gentlemen, this particular train. So what it is, I'd probably say to you guys, inside those crates is probably some parts and stuff for the trains. These trains are possibly trains that have been serviced. These passenger carriages. They've probably been serviced, or they're brand new ones, and vice versa. So just got to have a look and see how far this train is down the track. I'm using CFA as well, folks. If I remember rightly, this particular one anyway, we do have to stop halfway through it.
Sifa. Sifa. Sifa.
It's one of the reasons why I want to hold back, because of the signal, red signal up here, and I knew it was coming, because I know the history of the scenario, and I know there's like a couple times along the track that you have to stop, so that's why I sort of hold back a little bit longer on the other thing. I actually should have held back an extra couple of minutes, but I just wanted to get up and going for you guys. Just to prove to you that I'm not bullshitting. I know the scenario, and I knew there's a red signal down the track, so. As you've seen, the train was just taken off, so there'll be a red signal straight away after this one. So at this particular time, we sort of want to be at a point where we're sort of going to stick around this 30-kilometre mark and just cruise it. Now, the reason I do this, folks, and you've probably seen others do other crazy things, like go fast and stuff, but the reason why I do this is so I allow that train that's in further in front get further away from me, so then later on we can just keep pumping. We can pump the run, you know, without any interruptions whatsoever. And this is get away off the edge. They come so close to the edge. Like, we don't do that here in Australia unless you're suicidal, which we don't recommend for you to do, because we don't condone that. There's been incidents here in Sydney that's happened before, where people have done some silly things like that. So yeah, we want to see where that train is current. I'm just going to speed up a little tiny bit again at about 40. So we'll probably hit it around a bit more than that, actually. We'll get it around about 70. So where it says 1222, you'll probably see a yellow full stop thing come up, warning thing come up from time to time. That's CFA. You have to acknowledge that with the on the Xbox controller on B. I use keyboard, mouse, and controller on PC. We're playing on PC, so.
Sifa, Sifa,
So you see it on the map, and you probably think on the map that that's a fair way, but it actually isn't. It's not a fair way at all. So, you know, that's why we're sort of, you know, at the moment we want to stick around about 70 kilometres. We'll probably get a red signal coming up again soon, but we'll deal with that when it comes around. You don't want to be going too. You don't want to be going too full bolt on this particular scenario. And if you're new to the game, then if you acknowledge my advice, you will go far, because being the experienced Train Sim World driver that I am, and I've played the original and I've played this new one, C2.8. So there we go. So that that could clear just before I get to it. Could actually not. You know, you don't know. You don't want to be going too fast at it. Of course, this train in front is a passenger train, and it sounds like it's actually stopping all stops, or most stops. Then that's one of the reasons also it's playing havoc on us. So that's one of the reasons, guys. You know, like, even though we got that signal, like I did explain to you, it'll either stay on red or go close to going green when we get close to it, which I predicted it, didn't I? I said to you guys that way before we got to it. And there you go. Now, I can't be the godfather of the rails for nothing, and this is the reason why my advice goes a long way with you guys that are new to the game, or might be returning to the game after a long layoff. You might be playing the Train Sim World 2 for the first time. You might be experienced from Train Sim World 2020, but I can tell you guys that you know, it's a complete new ball game. There's slipping on the rails. There's all kinds of things. Not so much Preserve Collection. It's you know, there is slipping with the Preserve Collection, like if it's raining and stuff like that, folks. Snow, the track's wet. Like, there's all that. So do acknowledge that. See, there we go. There's a signal just up in front again. So we haven't gone too far again, and there's another signal. So it's advisable at this particular time possibly to stop the train, just so that we can clear up at the front, and then we can go for a real decent run.
Sifa, Zifa, Zifa, Zifa,
Okay, so we have pulled up here, and we're going to have a little break. Get that train in front going a little bit longer. And they've got the green signal 3.6 kilometres away, but we want to have a good decent gap around about 7 kilometres, so we can just pretty much cruise along the way. We get 3.6 kilometres down the track, and then we have to do it again. Like, it's just consistently slowing our journey. We don't want that. We want to hit that quarter mile, as you say, like if you know we got that speed. Consistent flow. And there is the train just there, ladies and gentlemen. Not the one that's taking off, the one that's actually sitting there at the station. That's the one that's plaguing our run. So we want that one to move. When it starts moving, we'll start moving. Like a little bit down the track more, obviously. We want it to move down the track more. Then we can start moving. Okay, starting to move now. So we're not that far down the track, see? We want it to get to about, like, say, the next station. And then we should be able to hit it. We'll get going a bit. Want to give the send to the front. Just hold on that. Hold it, hold it, hold it. That gives the send to the front. Gets you back up and going. Check out this amazing view. That was very stunning. You're on Midweek World of Trains here on GFYS Gaming Australia, and we're coming to you from our HQ in Sydney, Australia, doing this video here on this Thursday this week at a special time. We've been experiencing GeForce Experience issues with it not being able to live stream. I am using GeForce Experience for this uploaded video. There's no issues with the uploading side of it. It's just the live streaming side of it. Not sure what's going on. There's been an update for the game, for the GeForce. There's a driver update. Got that downloaded, everything, but still got the same issues. So I'm not sure if it's part of the Nivian or if it's a YouTube issue again. There's been a lot of issues with YouTube. So this year, especially in 2020, what hasn't there been an issue this year? Everything's been fucked, isn't it? Excuse my French, but that's just, there's no other word to actually say what this year is. It's just, yeah, we know. We all know. We'll keep it around about 78 at the moment. You know, I'm probably not going to get a gold medal for what I'm doing here, folks. I'm not here to win favours of. You know, I'm not shooting for the Olympic Games. You know, that's not how I roll. I don't care about medals on the game. I just care about giving you guys good quality entertainment, and that's all we care about here. Showing you guys that there is a right way to do things and the wrong way to do things. The wrong way to do things is not what we do. Well, we've done a lot of wrong things in the past. Don't get me wrong. We've always, you know, we've never been perfect in most cases, but we have been great. But like, there's little bits and pieces here and there that we do stuff up. So we're not perfect all the time. Okay, let's see what signal we get after this. We should get a green signal after this as well. Yep. Okay, so we're on a good run at the moment, actually. So we're at a point there. We're getting to a 100 kilometre zone anyway, so we're on that now. So let's just back it off. Actually, keep that at around about 41%, because we've got the gradient. If we see it go up, then we can just bring the gradient percentage down a little bit. If we see the kilometres go down, you can just speed it up, just put the percentage up a little bit. was going up, so we'll just get it back it off. 26% at the moment. Okay, so we are. We're now in a good zone. We should get a red signal come up again later on.
Zifa.
Now I think that train has gone off our track, so I think we might be cruising after this now. I think we might be right. So let's get going. See, memory is not all there. I did remember now that this was the scenario. I wasn't too sure before because I didn't want to actually say it, and it didn't end up being the scenario I thought it was. The first half of this scenario, what it is that you've got the train that's in front of you, okay, and it's a passenger train and it's stopping at stations. So it plagues your run for the first half of this particular scenario. And then after you get past that last station we went past before the tunnel, the train actually is either it does terminate there, or it actually waits for you to go past. And then the rest of the run is pretty cruisy. So 10 kilometers to go now.
Sifa. Sifa.
Okay, we're coming into the winding stages now, and start to slow down and get the train to back to 100, and straight after that it goes down really quickly actually, so you just got to be very aware of that. So start slowing it down, get a little bit under 100 if you can before you reach the 100 kilometer barrier, because there will be another speed limit coming up after that as well. I think you have to get it down as low as 40 when you get into the final part. Another really quickly down to 60. There'll be no hassles.
Ziva.
No hassles at all.
Ziva.
This one you got to be very, very wary about when you're getting not much of a gap between the red signal and the final stop. Not much room for error. Start slowing in now.
Ziva.
And that is it. One down. Turn those off. Turn those off. Turn that off. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the scenario done and dusted. And wow, I'm very surprised. Gold medal. So there you go. So if you follow the instructions I've just done just then, my folks, you should have no worries whatsoever getting this scenario done and dusted and getting a gold medal. So if you follow what I just done then, yeah, you'll go a long way. So what it is, the first half of it, like I explained, is like a stop and start marathon, because of the train in front, the passenger train, they're stopping at stations, and you're a freight train, and you're trying to continue, even though it's got passenger train stock in it. It's what it is. I really think it is they're trains that have been in maintenance, train passenger carriages that have been in maintenance, and you have to take them back to a certain spot, so they can get back into service or something, or they might be going into the service. Who knows? They might have issues and they're going into maintenance. So, but vice versa, and there might be brand new trains for the train line. Who knows? We don't know, do we? But that's my theory. Like I give you guys a bit of a story behind it, so it makes it more authentic, don't you think? That's how we do things here at Go Find Yourself Gaming Australia. We like to give you guys a bit of a story behind some of the things in the real life scenario. That happens in real life, doesn't it? In trains. So let's get into it. Main menu we go to now. There is one of the fantastic photo winners, ladies and gentlemen. What a beautiful photo just there. All right. So there's main Spezzaban done, and we're pretty close to doing all the scenarios now on the Miss Spezzaban. Oh, we've done all 5 currently to this. Oh, that's not the line, is it? That's abstract, my bad. Let's switch things over. Shall we? Sounds good. All right, so we're going to take a trip on the London Underground now and do a timetable for you guys. Now, I had a guy ask me, I couldn't move the train. Okay, yeah, no worries. You couldn't move the train, that's all good. It's just typical English day. A bit of cloud. All right. So let's do Elephant Castle to Queen's Park. That's the tunnel run. So we will hit this one now. 7:22 a.m. Very nice. We can do 7:16 if you want. It works out better. That's the whole run, so that's a real long one. But Elephant Castle and Queen's Park. We'll do this one, and we'll end our midweek World of Trains episode for this week. I do apologise, it will be a shorter episode this week, but we're going to give you guys a great episode of Saturday Night on the Rails this coming Saturday night, though, here on our YouTube channel. And we will be, at this particular time, it will be an uploaded video because of the issues again with Shadow Play, like I was explaining to you guys. So, alright, so you are having issues with the train. Well, click into that, flip that down, make sure that the salon, the lighting's up and going. And we shall unlock the doors. And what I'll do, I'll just grab my controller while we are doing that. Sorry. Click that in. Move that forward. And then see this button in? Click on that. Bring that radio 1, hold in. Lock the doors. Give it a bit of a whistle. And you're good to go. Well, some of us, haven't played the game for a while, man. You haven't played the game since the launch, if that's the case, if you haven't played it for a while. Because the guy said, I haven't played it for a while. And I'm thinking, well, Train Sim World 2's only been out since August. So he's not a hardcore freak like me. For the game. Oh, by the way, get up here and you, wherever I can see it. Yep. Put those through. There we go. Put that on that side. So you got a bit of a light. I don't like to put it on this side for the simple fact because I like the darkness. A lot of people don't really like the darkness of the London Underground. They're like, oh, it's too dark. And then I'm like, scaredy cat. It's, that's what it is. So, I really like it. I don't, like, if I was driving this train in real life, I probably would have the light on, but, you know, maybe I wouldn't, you know, I have it just on this side, so. I probably would just so I can actually see the controls and stuff, but when it comes to this game, I like to just have the light on this side. I'm not worried about the red signal that happens from certain stations. They'll change as soon as you close the doors. Okay, we're just gonna all pile up on each other. Yeah, there's still issues with the snow, with the with that, isn't it? The AIs are absolutely shocking with this Unreal Engine that they so-called upgrade, which in my eyes is worse than the last one. It's funny. So we couldn't get the AIs right. We just rushed the AIs. We don't give a fuck about passengers. Excuse the French again, folks. In a bit of a hurry today. So yeah, the London Underground's my favourite train line out of the new train lines so far. I'm really looking forward to the Isle of Wight. It's going to be really awesome. I'm really interested to see what River Games will do. But it's actually their first official actual train line that they're bringing into the game. So it'll be interesting to see how they go. Waterloo. Number 500, very nice. I'm pretty spot on when it comes to London Underground. I really enjoy driving the London Underground train. It's one of my favourite things about the game. I never thought I would actually say that I absolutely enjoy driving this particular train line. I was pumped about London Underground. I'm like, oh wow, this is awesome. I've always wanted London Underground to come into the game, but I obviously want to see more than just this line added to the game. I want the one with the Trafalgar Square, London Bridge Station and that. Like, that's the one I want. I was watching a documentary series of the London Underground, and I've only started watching the first episode. I'm still only watching the first episode of the London Underground documentary. But it's quite interesting to see what goes on in the London Underground. The other train lines and stuff, and get a bit of knowledge. Because I do my research on a lot of the trains around the world, and certain things that I want to see added to the game. Like the ice train was one of them that I always wanted added to Train Sim World 2, and it finally came with the launch of this new one. I'm actually quite disappointed. Actually, I would love to see more services for the ice train. It's not enough, in my opinion. This should be 500. Embankment. Enjoy the rest of the trip. We'll talk to you guys soon. You're on Midweek World of Trains special episode this week for uploaded video due to issues with our uploading our live streaming service of Shadow Play. It's one of the few times that you will see another train inside the London Underground. The one you just seen then on the other track, going the opposite way. So you do hear them. So there is other trains. So you just don't see them rarely. You know. So that's something that rarely occurs in the game, that you'll see a train like that come the other way. On this particular, only on the London Underground, inside the London Underground. Above ground, you obviously see them and that, but not in the underground itself. Like, that's very rare that happens. So that was a bit of knowledge just for you guys to see. Got some news for the Isle of Wight as well, folks. We do believe in our best knowledge after a few tweets that we've been doing on the River Games Twitter channel. We're getting response from one, which gave me clarification. It was sort of like the wink that I got here when they did their last, when they did the DB 204. On Train Sim World 2020. So I could probably give you the best clarification possible, even though it hasn't been confirmed as far as I know yet, that we will be seeing the Isle of Wight releasing next week for Train Sim World 2. So get your bickies in order, folks, because The Isle of Wight's coming next week. It's the first brand new train line for Train Sim World 2 since the launch. It's not that long of a train route, actually, folks, but it is one that is going to be really nice. And it's British, and a lot of people have been calling for British stuff a lot. And, you know, this is going to be the second brand new British release for the game. So, you know, Britain's shining before anybody technically in the game for brand new train lines. So I say that we possibly will get a German train line next after that, brand new. Well, for this is brand new train lines. We'll obviously get preserved collection stuff before that happens. But as far as brand new routes are concerned, we should be receiving another DB service before that. So obviously we'll stop here, wait for the signal, park the train, and we'll end our run. Okay. See if we have anybody jumping up and down. Oh, nobody's gonna get off. Oh, I forgot to bloody put that on as well. I knew there was something I forgot. Queen's Park. Yep, there we go. I forget every time. Alright, wait for the signal. There we go. Make sure you get this in spot on as well, folks. You can't be short on this as well, because it won't count. And obviously you can't slam it in there because that'll be a fail. There we go. That is done. So, there we go. We should receive our gold medal. There we go. Very nice. I call it before it jumps up, because just gold, always on London Underground. Well, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Our midweek World of Trains episode done and dusted for this week, and we thank you for joining us. My name is the Godfather of the Rails, the Aussie Rambo. We will see you on our next. Hopefully, we will be live. If we do, we'll obviously let you guys know on our Twitter channel. So if you are on Twitter, come and follow GFYS Gaming Australia today. Go find yourself. Gaming Australia is the full name of our YouTube channel, but we just name it GFYS. It's not what you think, folks, so don't acknowledge it that way, alright, please. It's Go Find Yourself Gaming Australia, and the reference I gave you many times is that Go Find Yourself Gaming is the reference of you have to find yourself in a game, and when you do find yourself in a game, you found yourself. And that's just my knowledge. I've been in gaming for over 33 years, so you can't go wrong. We're Train Sim World freaks here at GFYS Gaming Australia, folks. I have friends that thought the game was crap, and they've seen it and they're like, oh wow, it's pretty cool. So yeah, we will see you on our next, hopefully live stream. If not, it will be an uploaded video for this week's Saturday Night on the Rails episode 24. Don't forget, we will be back next week. Hopefully live again after, hopefully GeForce fixes his issues with YouTube, but I don't know what's going on there. There's a love-hate relationship, maybe, I don't know. Maybe a dummy's bad, maybe a broken-up marriage, I don't know. We'll find out. We will see you next time, ladies and gentlemen, for Train Sim World 2. Live streaming uploaded videos here on our YouTube channel. This has technically been like I've done this live for you guys anyway, but it's an uploaded video. You're watching this now. We will see you next time. I'm out. Bye bye. Hooroo.